What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware. So any topics, email them to me at tishadediva@gmail.com. So what's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. Y'all, I am back. Season 3 of This Is For My Ladies. And with this season 3, is a special season 3 because I am going into my year anniversary. Woo-hoo. You bitches can clap. Just make it clap. So anyway, so season 3, 1 year anniversary, and I am 30. So talk 30 to me. So that is what season 3 is. It is talk 30 to me. So this season of This Is For My Ladies, I just want to talk about all things 30. Just now that I am an adult now, like a true adult, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I was like a played adult in my 20s because I was still doing dumb shit. Like, still making poor decisions and shit, you know. But now, I forgot baby Corey. But anyway, so talk 30 to me. I have brought my best friends, and then there were 4, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But anyway, I guess differences. That's what we're going to go with? Mm-hmm. Is that what we're going to go with? Mm-hmm. Differences. Okay.
Yes.
Differences. All right. So with differences, yes. So it's me, Tisha the Diva. Now, ladies, just introduce yourself so my listeners can know who is talking 30 to me. Who wants to go first?
All right. It's Shana. I'm back again, joining my BFF, Tisha the Diva.
Woo!
On Talking 30. And now I am officially 30.
30. Okay, and next.
Hey y'all, this Jalisa. And I'm here to talk 30 to y'all today on my best friend's podcast. I am the OptiFit by Jay.
Yes.
Way to plug it in, honey.
Okay.
Yes. I am Monique. I am here also as a best friend, joining for the first time, so I'm really excited. And I've been 30 for 2 years now, so have a little bit more experience.
Awesome. Talk 30 to us, Mo. So how was turning 30 for you 2 years ago? So how was that?
Turning 30 for me, it was exciting. A lot of my friends weren't 30. You know, you guys are a little younger than me, so like kind of being the first one to cross over, you know, that threshold. It was exciting. You guys really pulled together. I had a wonderful birthday party, and that was exciting. I will say that a lot of the milestones I thought I would have reached at 30, I didn't, but I didn't feel like horrible about it.
Really?
Because I just feel like 30 now, when we look at it, is not as like the end. Like, oh, I have to start. I should have already had this done, but it seems like, oh, now I have to start being more serious.
Yeah.
Versus when I was a little younger, I was like, I'm going to have all this done by 30. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, 30 is like the new 20. Start over. Let's get it going. So
what milestones did you expect to have reached when you were in your 20s and teens?
Well, yeah, teens. Started at teens. I thought that I would have, like, I have children. That was accomplished. But yes, over and over and over again. But I thought I would be married. I thought I would own like a house by now, and neither of those happened. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, I thought that was going to happen by 27, actually. So when it was 30 and it didn't happen, I was kind of like, okay. But I guess the way my life unfolded, I wasn't ready to do those things at those ages. So I was okay with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice. Same for you, Lee. So turning 30, how has it been since you've turned 30? I mean, what were your expectations?
Turning 30 for me was great. I did expect to be in a different place, more so physically than anything. Mentally, I didn't expect to be where I am. I thought that the mindset that I have now would actually be achieved later in life. But I honestly feel like I think I'm going to have more fun at 30. I think I'm going a little bit backwards because I've always been so afraid of reputations and different things from my youth. Up until now, and now I'm like, I need to have some fun. Like, I need to live a little bit. I was serious for so much of my life, like way too serious, worrying about so many things that actually finding out at 30 don't really matter. So I think turning 30 was an eye opener for me, but just in the opposite way.
So you said a lot of it was a mental thing. What brought you to that as far as, now from your 20s to your 30s?
I went through a bad breakup, and from that made me realize that I needed some type of healing, more than just healing from the relationship, but just internal healing from childhood and different things like that. So I went on like this, I guess you can say, hiatus, where I separated myself from you guys, from social media, from everything. And then from there, I was able to find a lot of mental clarity. And the mentality that I have now, I guess, like I said, the mental clarity is a lot different than where I was years ago or even last year. It's taken some time to arrive to where I am, and I'm still growing and still finding new things about myself that I actually enjoy and actually appreciate more than I did in my youth.
Nice. Good. Shana, talk 30 to me. How has 30 been for you?
30 is fairly new still. But I will say, by the grace of God, I reached a lot of the milestones that I had set out for myself. I am married, I have children, I own my own home. I've accomplished a lot, and I'm grateful for that. But I was not expecting to be in, like, my professional growth is, like, everything to me. Like, I see a transition, like, I did not expect to be an entrepreneur at so young. And then just learning the ins and outs, that wasn't anything I was interested in. I kind of just got pushed into it. And I'm learning so much, and it's building me. What I do regret, like Jalisa was saying, is that I was like really stuck on reputation and stuff like that. So I didn't, as we say, wild out. I didn't have that opportunity, like, I didn't get to bust no windows or flatten no tires or knock no heads. And I didn't get to experience those things. And I was so worried about being a mom so young. I'm worried about what type of, what am I going to look like to my children when they have to look at these things and social media start popping off. And so I was worried about all of that. What type of mom would I look like if I engaged in those things? So unfortunately, I lost out. I don't get a chance to wild out. But I'm going to find different ways to kind of express myself as a 30-year-old and kind of be creative with moving forward with my life.
Absolutely.
Love it, yeah.
Well, I had time to wild out. And I'm just proud to say that in my 30s that it's just kind of like it wasn't worth it. Like it wasn't worth the wilding out because I always got the police called on me every time, and always had to go to court, and I'm just like, Lord, Your Honor, like.
But
so
it came with experience, though, life lessons.
It did come with experience. First of all, it just came with the experience of like, just let it go, just let it go. It ain't even worth it. Like, the dude is not worth it. The situation is not worth it. Love yourself, girl.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Like, ain't your freedom and your sanity and none of that stuff, it shouldn't have to cost you.
Absolutely.
It should not have to cost
Are
you.
you preaching on me?
It shouldn't. That's talk 30 to me, okay? Talk 30 to you, girl. But yeah, it's so fun. So let's talk 30 and fun. So talk 30 to me. So with being 30 and having fun, I know you said your fun is a little bit backwards and you didn't really have time to just like do all the ratchet shit. So
Shout out to City Girl.
okay, hot girl summer, okay? Cancer season. But anyway, So, how do you expect to just enjoy yourself more in your 30s? Is it to travel more, to take more trips? Is it to travel alone? Is it like, what is it? More girls' trip, more vacations? What is it? Talk 30 to me.
I think for me, it's definitely more vacations. I think I really just want to do stuff like spontaneous trips, like the one we just planned recently. That was very like, all right, y'all, what we doing? Boom, we going here, and it's like a month away.
Right.
That's more of the speed that I want to go for.
Oh, you talking about
everything.
for my birthday, for
your
Miami?
birthday,
Okay,
yes.
let's not forget that. Let's just not let just speed all over that. We going for my 30th birthday, okay?
Right, but we kind of spare the moments planned that because we were actually planning to do something else, and then now it was a boom, we're going here. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we work better that
Yeah,
way.
we
I
do.
don't know why
Yeah.
we can't plan stuff
far
out
out.
and too far, and
Yeah.
it just won't happen. But when we do it, like let's go, it's just
For the moment,
it
absolutely.
happens, and it's so
Yeah.
fun.
Yes.
It's so
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
So I want to do more things like that. I kind of miss like even when we were younger, like Tisha Crazy Tail, I'd be like, Lise.
My voice.
Right. Let's go to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me figure out something for Nas and, we'll work it out. And then we would just go. And that was fun for me. Even if we just slept in the car, overnight and then we went out that whole night, slept in the car and then came straight back. That was fun. I want to do more things like that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Vacationing, like traveling and having those experiences is nothing else like it. You can read a book all day, but actually feeling how they feel and experiencing the things they experience, it's like the best. So definitely traveling for me is going to be up on my list. And of course, spontaneity makes things even more exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm just ready to roll. I don't have my kids for the summer.
Okay. Hot girl summer.
So I am planning to do something whenever I can. I just got back from Atlanta. That was an interesting.
What trip was that you went to Atlanta for?
It was for Freaknik.
What, honey? I didn't hear you.
Freaknik. And it was a little different. It was a little bit too ratchet for me and my taste. But still, I was able
But the
to
fact that you
experience
able
it.
got to the experience
Exactly.
and you've been able to say that
I
girl,
went.
summer 2019, Uncle Luke.
Exactly. That's the music they were
And the
playing
fact
too.
that you can say
I
that
bet.
the fact that you can say that you actually just went up.
Went up, yeah.
Just
I just
got
laughed.
up and did that. That's not you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's very spontaneous.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And for you, Shana, what about for you?
Pretty much what Mo said. Just, drop of a dime. Trying to, I get excited when we do little things spontaneously. So, like that time we just all met up and went to the Mexican restaurant just out of nowhere. I was like, ooh, Jalisa, I'm out on a school night.
I was excited too for you.
Yeah.
And, I'm traveling more and I'm being forced to do so by my profession. But I'm enjoying myself while I'm out, in different places. Like I had a drink the night before my speech. Y'all know me. I'm just, preparing and things like that. And taking more chances with things, taking advantage of opportunities and things like that. So I'm excited. I want to have a little hot girl summer too. I got kids and all. I didn't get to drop nothing off or nothing like that. But
Girl, we gonna have a hot girl summer when we in Miami.
We
Okay?
Gertie in the building.
So you was talking about your profession and work. So turning 30, you said that your professionalism and your profession and career meant everything to you, and you're basically being able to explore and travel more. So are you happy in your career?
I absolutely love my career. I love it because I like to impact people. I like to be a positive influence. I like to see positive change. I love things like that. Where I feel caged is when it comes to therapist Shana and the Shana y'all know, and then the Shana that I want to give to everybody else. Because I do feel like that the energy and my personality that I give, I don't feel like everybody is deserving of that.
Yeah.
So I kind of conserve that for you guys or people that I'm really comfortable with. So I kind of battle with myself who do I want to give today? Of course I know at work, I'm going to be professional. But I also have to kind of balance myself with the clients that come in. So if I'm dealing with adolescents or teenagers or young adults, I'm going to throw a little Shana in there. But if I'm speaking to older adults, then I'm going to keep it professional. And then, we just have a good old ratchet time sometimes. And so I got to be mindful, like, what is it that I want to portray on social media? Is this something that I want to share? Is this something that I don't want to share? Is it something or someone that I'm going to be around that shouldn't see what it is that I want to be engaging in? So it's kind of it's a love-hate situation sometimes. But I absolutely love what I do. I get up every morning and I'm okay going where I need to go for work, doing what I got to do for work. If I'm dragging, it's because I'm tired. It's not that I don't want to do what it is that I'm doing. So in career, I'm excited. I love
That is absolutely amazing.
Monique?
Yeah. Well, I'm a life enrichment director, which means I plan activities for senior population, seniors with dementia and assisted living and independent. Right now, I'm currently only doing independent, and I want to change what I'm doing. I've been doing it for about 4 years now, and I think the population has drained me, the senior population, and I kind of feel burnt out. And I'm not excited anymore. I used to love it, like absolutely love it. Every day going to work, we'll stay all day. It doesn't matter. We'll do anything. But now it feels like I'm just going to get a check.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
So I just started with a friend of mine. Our cleaning business is called Liberty Cleaning Solutions, and we're looking to
Go
do...
ahead.
32.
Plug it in. Go ahead. So, if you have a residential or commercial property,
call 757. Sorry, no. But yeah, so I'm trying to get into that. I'm also thinking about just doing something else 9 to 5. This is something recent that I thought about, and I've noticed that a lot of people say I can do a lot of things good. So I'm kind of spread out on deciding what I should do.
Yeah.
Because if I don't like it, I'm just going to stop.
Yeah.
That's just how I am. So I'm like, God, I'm trying to find something that I will enjoy and like going to. And, because honestly, 40 hours a week going to a job you hate is not worth it.
Yeah.
And I don't believe we're here to work ourselves to death. If I didn't have to work, I would never go, okay?
Yeah, facts. Facts, man. I get paid just for laying in the shade. To take pictures with a glass of lemonade, okay? That's how I'm trying to be like Lil' Kim, the other Cancer Queen Bee, okay? But
so it's gonna be an adventure. I'm 32 now, so we'll see where I end up at 33.
Absolutely. Sometimes I've heard that 33.
33 is a good year.
Yeah, I heard 33 was a good year as well too. So 33.
All right, 33.
That's your year.
Okay.
Jalisa, same for you. Your career and profession. Are you happy with it? Are you where you want it to be?
I freaking hate. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love my job. I love what I do. I love all my jobs, actually. I like the flexibility in my EVMS job. And I also like the flexibility in my LifeNet job. Now, I get up every morning. I go to LifeNet. That is my main job. EVMS is my part-time. I do that when I'm available. And then I still train. Now, training is, I guess, my favorite right now because it kind of is something I just kind of stumbled upon, not something that... not something...
You can pass me that.
That I thought I was actually going to be doing. It just became something out of nothing, something that I started for me.
Yes, I look back at my timeline back in April 2018. I was like, Lisa been on her journey for a whole year. A whole year and literally some change. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes. And it was something I was doing for me, in search of me when I was going through my healing, my physical, emotional, spiritual healing. And then it started to be something that people were like, oh, you're really good. And you always help people every time you come to the gym. And it started to become 1 or 2 people coming to me asking me questions. And then it was 3 every single time I was at the gym. I had about 3 or 4 people asking me a question or asking for help. And then I had a few trainers that became friends. And they started to push me you should train. You just got the personality. I'm like, no, not me. I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. then I actually started to train people just to help friends and things like that. And I realized I actually am good at it. And I actually do enjoy helping people. My goal was to become a doctor. Still is, just not a doctor, a PA. So that's still on my mind. That's still on my
You're the
agenda.
doctor of bodies. The doctor of body transformation.
That's still on my
Dr.
agenda.
J.
But I mean, I just have to take a different path to get there rather than the path that I thought I was going to have to take. So I do love what I do. I get up every day. I get to change a life, save a life, or restore the health of someone. So I love that. And I love that I'm actually able to help people change their own mindset about their body. And also confidence. I've heard that I've helped with confidence, not knowing that's what I was going to do, but I changed that as well. So I'm grateful for that. So I guess I do. I love what I do.
Absolutely. Awesome. So, Shana, you mentioned like social media. Talk 30 to me. How is it being a 30-year-old on social media, and as far as having an image, having a brand, and not putting out too much, and not maybe showing enough, because a lot of what today is now is a business that's online, that's on social media and all that stuff. But certain people want to kind of portray one image while keeping, another image or whatever. But how is it being on social media, like even either just as a 30-year-old, as a profession, as a person that just maybe want to express themselves, or maybe is not the place to express themselves? Like, talk 30 to me.
So that is why I found it to be beneficial for me to kind of separate my personal and my business page. So I'm big on being transparent. And so my personal page is kind of like, okay, well, are we being too transparent? And then my professional page, I just believe that transparency helps to meet the person where they are. Everybody wants to feel like they can connect with somebody, they can relate with someone. So if you're going to choose me as your therapist, and you decide to come in and share your, most vulnerable moments with me, I want you to feel like we can kind of connect in some way. Now, personal, I have a preteen, so he's on social media. So, of course, we follow each other because I want to monitor what he's doing. So, of course, I want to also, actually, he doesn't follow my personal page. But still, either way, y'all iPhone users, y'all phone do the live capture video thing, and you never know what's being shared, So I want to be mindful of what it is I am portraying, what message I'm sending. Who knows, I might be in a political office one day, and I don't want anybody to use anything against me that I'm, even my opinions. And I get very passionate, when we have our own personal discussions, like even the R. Kelly thing. We kind of talked about that in our personal atmosphere. We didn't talk about that online. We talked about that amongst each other because I didn't want my opinion of the situation to be taken out of context or content. So I just feel like at this vital stage where we're growing, and at this point, I guess we should know like what it is, who we are trying to develop within ourselves. I don't want that to be taken as something else. So I'm very mindful of what it is that I share, or what I say, or what image I'm, putting out there, whether it be what I'm wearing or what I'm dancing to, or, because I like to have a ratchet good old time. So, it's kind of like a give or take situation when it comes with social media. I'm real, real careful. So
Got you. Jalisa, what about you? How do you feel like as far as being 30 and on social media, and basically just, your image and putting yourself out there, or maybe kind of holding certain things back because you don't want to, portray or come off like a certain type of way or anything?
Just thinking about it right now, I don't think I really care how I portray myself. I just try to be me. It's different. I guess I probably should care about that. I guess because one day I do, like I say, I'm still on the path to become a PA. So I don't want anything brought back up or thrown back at me because, of my past. But for right now, like with everything that I'm doing and everything I'm trying to do with fitness and even at my other two jobs, I don't feel like I do or say anything that could be brought up again. Even when just having fun with y'all, like some stuff that I have posted that some people probably thought I shouldn't have posted, but at the end of the day, I'm human. and I like to have fun too. So I don't think I actually don't focus on that right now. Whatever you see, what you see on my page is what you get. Not because I think that other people should do what I'm doing, but in my life, my current situation doesn't require me to be as, I guess, protective of my reputation and things like Shana or somebody else who's already like a doctor or doing other things in that professional environment. So I guess right now, what you see is what you get.
Yeah. Well,
For me, I guess being a mother so young, like Shana said, I don't want to post anything that is going to be too, cause for alarm. And other people like, oh, she has kids and she's doing that, or, or whatever. So I kind of am a little mindful of what I post. I don't post often, though. I kind of post, like, highlights when I'm actually doing things. I'm not a person who posts, like, daily ins and out what's going on in my life because it's my business. I don't want to put things out there for people to criticize, basically, because I need to protect my peace. And reading comments and just those type of things can get to you no matter who you are. So I'd rather not give people that window of opportunity. I have enough critics in my life that I don't need the world to be criticizing anything I'm doing, even though I don't do much, but still it could be something simple. People have their opinions and I don't need them, don't care for them. It's your opinion, keep it to yourself, So that's my take.
So what do you think about like celebrities? Like, you were saying like celebrity, being a mother and being on social media, like, so people who like Amber Rose or Black China who be like, oh yes, I'm a hoe, I'm a slut, I'm all this stuff or whatever. And Kim Kardashian, another one, mother. And then they just put themselves like, on social media. Why is, there a difference between like those mothers doing it and then
major difference. Though they are like socialites. They started off doing that. So being a mother, exactly. So being a mother was just an addition to what they were already doing. So like they're doing that for monetary reasons. So like if that's how you started your foundation on something, then doing that, then I can see why you continue to do it. When they post naked pictures or half naked or whatever you want to call it, and it's kind of seems provocative, and then they have children, and it's like, why are you doing that? Because you're a mom?
Yeah.
No, that's what they always done. If they decide to change, then let them decide that.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of labels being women, period. So once you decide to close that chapter and then do that, but don't do it because, oh, I'm a mom. It's just, I was a mom so young. I started off so it's a little different for me. I didn't start off being a model and showing my rear end, which is pretty big.
And she shows it a lot these days.
No, but I do post pictures that are facing towards my rear end. I don't think that's too much. It's covered up, but for them, that's how they make their money. So, and they have to feed those kids.
Exactly.
So.
Yes. So for those people who always are judgmental about somebody doing something and how they're doing it, that's how they feed their family. So with that being said, with social media, online dating, talk 30 to me. How is dating being 30? I mean, Shana, I know you're married.
Sitting back.
But still talk 30 to me about being 30 and, going married and dating and date nights and stuff like that. But so we're going to talk online dating, ladies, for the single ladies. All the single ladies. So Jalisa, Monique, how is dating in your 30s? And talk about like online dating, all that good stuff.
Well, dating in my 30s. Well, when I was 30, I was dating my daughter's father. That ended. So me being 32 now and dating the guy I'm actually kind of dating, I guess. I met him online.
You got a boyfriend?
She said dating.
Oh, okay.
The guy that I am dating now, I met him online. And I think I kind of prefer to meet people online because I don't like to meet people here, I think, or close proximity to me. So usually online is where I can find them because I don't travel as much to be able to meet people outside of like the 7 cities, really. But anyway, so dating has been interesting. It's exciting with him because of his situation and what's going on with us right now. So it's fun for me. I mean, I do want to date with a purpose. I'm done with dating just for fun and just to go on dates and things like that. I want to have an end goal. So 2 years is my thing. I tell myself, like, 2 years, if I'm dating you for 2 years and you don't know if you want to get married to me, then that's it. We expire.
Yeah.
And I'll move on to the next one.
Yeah.
So
Expire.
yeah, we expire. So, and that's from like the time that I meet you, not like, oh, we made it official. No, like the time that I meet you.
Make sure you're
Yeah.
listening.
And then we
Whoever you're
start
out
dating.
there. If you're out there, make sure you're listening.
Yeah. So your time is near. Say no. No, but that's kind of what I told myself.
But
because
yeah, I mean, I just feel like at
Getting
this
older.
point in our age, it's
Yeah,
just like
getting
dating
older.
for years and you don't know, because there's literally people who meet somebody and they know within days, weeks, months,
Exactly.
hours, instantly, like,
And they're
I
married
wanna
the
be-
longest.
And
seem
they're
like
married.
They're married the
Exactly.
longest.
Do you feel that there are women though that have the moments that their days and hours that they like, oh, I'm going to marry this person? Or have y'all came across men that have those same feelings?
Yeah.
I feel like,
met
yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like, and most of those people are a little older when that happens, seems like, because they kind of went through life and know what they want and don't
Gotcha.
want. And then, like, I mean, that connection you feel with someone, you don't really have to experience a lot with them to know, like, this is who I
Who I
want to
wanna
end
be.
up with.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's why I have the 2-year maximum.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
Expiration.
even expiration, yeah. So even that is kind of long. So but that's exciting. Like when I hear those stories, it's really inspirational for me because I am older and I thought I would be married by now.
Yeah.
So like when I hear those stories, it's like, wow, this could really happen. Not saying that it will happen for me like that, but it gives me hope.
Yeah.
That maybe is a possibility, and it's nothing. You're not too old.
Right.
So
You, Lise.
Dating for me in my 30s has been the same as the last 3 years.
Yes. You
yes.
just turned 30 though.
Yes.
So.
So I am still in my early, I guess, part of
months
my
in.
2
Yeah.
months in. 2 months in. So it's kind of been the same as the last 3 years, because
what's that?
I've barely dated,
Barely.
barely.
When you say barely, what do you mean?
That means don't see anyone. No one comes over. I don't go over. Don't talk on the phone. Don't text. Don't call me. That's
So
what
you
that
haven't
means,
been dating.
basically. So barely. So
Okay.
barely. So like 1 or 2 people I've come across that I did like or I was interested in, but didn't go too far. So, started over, and then I realized again, I'm not ready. Maybe I'm just not ready, and I'm not in a rush. In my past, in my youth, I was like, oh, I gotta find a husband. I gotta find a man. Like I was so like on it because I felt like I needed it because my son was so young, and his dad and I aren't together, and we don't live together. So I wanted him to have someone in the household that he could kind of, model.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you all think that like growing up is like our generation? We were told that like we need to be married and
Yeah.
No. I didn't have
Really?
that experience.
really?
Not in
But
your
you-
household. She's not talking about in your household.
just
Yeah.
society,
In
like
general.
Society
yeah.
as we were growing up. The mindset was hurry up and get married, hurry up and buy a house, hurry up and do this, hurry up and do
Hurry up
that.
and get kids.
Go to
and
college.
all that.
Everything
Yeah.
was like rush. You gotta have
I
these
feel like
things.
I heard experience everything except for the marriage thing. Like probably because I kept hearing the opposite so much. It's puppy love, all of that. So I didn't get the rush of the marriage thing. And
Yeah.
then it's so funny. Me and my family were talking about this today. Like we come with we don't have fathers that are present. So it's like we operated like they didn't exist. So to have a 2-parent home for my family, it just wasn't a thing. It was like a light switch. You're gonna use it or you're not. It wasn't a big deal. So
I guess not even in your home, just period. Like as far as
Society,
like people
growing
around
up.
you,
Yeah.
like just
I just
yeah.
didn't have
The
that
things that were on
experience.
TV, like us growing up,
pushed.
it was
Yeah.
Cosby's show and
They pushed that narrative of family,
Disney
and, like,
Channel,
marriage and-
family environment. Like, this is what you're supposed to have. This means you are happy.
You are
this means that you
successful.
are
Right.
successful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I saw, and that's what I wanted, and I wanted
Mm-hmm.
it fast. So I would get into relationships and kind of like see things and then nitpick and nag because I wanted things to be perfect right away.
Gotcha.
And then that would kind of ruin the relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of it was me, but I'm sure that's part of my, I guess, quote unquote, flaw in the relationship because I wanted it and I wanted it fast and I wanted it all to be perfect fast.
I know for me, like in our household, it just all depends on, it's just like what you had going on. Like if you were like for me, like my family knew, oh yeah, Tisha, she want to do this. She want to, travel. She want to have kids. So it was like, yeah, Tisha ain't got time for no man or no kids because of what she want, because of what I wanted out of life and what I wanted to do. So, but for other people, like if they, like other family members, if they didn't see like they had much going on, like, well, okay, you might want to just settle down and find a husband and all of that stuff or whatever.
Okay.
So it just all depends on how ambitious
Right.
one was than the other. Like, okay, you don't have time for that. You don't have time for to be trying to settle down and all of that stuff because you trying to do this. But then it's just like when it's not going as fast or something, like it's just all right, when you gonna settle down and get married, have some kids, your ass getting old now.
Right,
When you gonna have
right.
some kids? So
I mean, I guess. I from your family, I can see that.
Yeah.
But because even in it just depends. Because even in my household and in my family, not just in my household, like my immediate family, grandmother, those people, like they didn't want me to have a baby. They didn't want me to do any of the things that I was doing at the time. They wanted me, because Jalisa's going to be the first Peller doctor. She needs to hurry up. She needs to do this. So it wasn't, the expectation was for me to not have a boyfriend, not to have a baby, none of that stuff. But my own expectations was to still have all those things they wanted for me because I wanted for myself, but I also wanted a family. And especially after I had my son, like I said, it was a push because I was forcing the whole idea of I have to have a family for him because that's what he needs. And the best kids are raised with 2-parent income, 2-parent home, model after me and also model after the other person, the counterpart. So I think that's why I forced it. But now I'm taking my time.
Yeah.
None of that matters.
I know for me, it's like I'm always up in the air. Sometimes I do want to get married. Sometimes I don't want to get married. Like, do I want to get all this up? Not really. Not
really.
I mean, but I'm just saying. But then sometimes it's just like seeing situations, seeing other people. You be like, relationship goals, like, and then also, kind of seeing certain situations and how certain people parent and how certain people are in marriage is like how you would do it and how you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I think that was my thing or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know why I be feeling like God has called me to a life of singleness. But I'm just saying, it's just like if you do, I want to like make love in the most beautiful places on earth, with the most fine men in the world. Like if I am gonna be called to a life of singleness, like just make sure that every situation is proper, okay?
It's true.
That's all I'm
not
saying.
Everybody.
Because what this all say? Because if I'm a cry, I want to cry in a Rolls Royce.
You know what they say? Not everybody was actually
Called to a life,
put on this earth to be married, to have a counterpart. Some people were actually supposed to just be single.
Right. And sometimes I feel like that's probably me. I don't know.
I don't even want to invite that energy.
Yeah,
over
we're
here.
not
I don't want to
inviting
invite
that.
that energy either, but shoot.
We're gonna release that out the door.
And it's so weird because like my dad raised me and my siblings, and my mother was there and we were really young, but I don't really remember that much of her being around when I was that age because it was like when I was really young. So I always thought like a man had to be in the household.
Right.
So I got into a relationship really young, was with him for almost 10 years. And then when that didn't work out, I was like, oh, okay, I'm free at last. Exactly. So it was like really exciting to be single. And then I was like, this is getting kind of, I don't like it because I'm so used to being in a relationship. And then I got into another long relationship that was just a hassle. It was just a lot on me. So like being single, well, I guess I'm single. I don't know. Now it's okay.
Being single but dating.
Yes, it's okay. So it's like, but I still at the end of the day want that same family
Yeah.
dynamic.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So like I don't want to give up hope on that. And I know a lot of people say, man, these days they're this, they're that, they're that. I don't even say those things.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put that out there. Because my dad is awesome sauce.
He
Okay.
sure
And he
is.
always tell me he ain't better than nobody else. So I feel like
lied.
it's
That's all. That's what that is. A whole lie.
so I just feel like other men, they have to be like that.
Yeah.
Because he's just a regular man breathing the same air we breathe, and he's like that. So I feel like it has to be other men out here just the same.
And there is.
Yeah.
So I don't
And
want to
there-
give up hope.
And
And
there
there
are men that are out here like that, because sometimes it's like people would say like stuff that guys do. I'd be like, what? And he did what? See, I don't know. I mean, but we've all dealt with a whole level of a type of man
Yes.
before. But
Yes.
we only can deal with but it's certain stuff you be like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish a nigga would.
And then guess what happens when you say that though?
Girl, that nigga do. That
You
nigga
end up
do.
manifesting a man something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You created him, and now you
Exactly.
got him.
Yeah.
And you going
right.
through it, and you like, dang, I said.
I would never go through
I would
this.
never go
I
through
never
that.
put up with this.
Yeah.
But I will never put up with getting beat up or someone who's gay. Like if you humping niggas, I can't do it.
Yeah.
If you beating me up,
you
I
can't beat up
cannot.
Yeah.
And those are two things that I'm just like, you know what? I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean that shit.
I can't.
I mean, I guess you can say what you. I don't like to say never. And we always talked about not saying never.
Yeah.
Jalisa,
I
what you
can't.
about to say? You done had a threesome with a man. And he, what you about to say, Liz? Like never say never, but
No, what I'm saying is you just never know. Because, like, I've seen it so many times
Yeah.
with relationships where people that I didn't think
I know I
would
said I know
stand
I
for
would.
something like that.
I've
or,
said
you
that
know,
before. I ain't gonna never be with a nigga that hit me.
Hello.
Nigga, what? You just hit me.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Right. And I've seen it.
we gonna fight
But
each
you
other,
I
but we can
hope
love
I
each
have
other.
the strength to get out of those situations.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
stay there too long
Yeah.
because, of course, it's more of like a mental thing when you stay
It
with someone
is.
who's abusing
It
you
is.
or someone who's hurting you. Not even to that extent, just period.
Yeah.
You're connected to them in other ways. I
Not
hope
even
that I'm
just
able to break
physical.
those. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It could be mental, anything.
Mental.
I hope I'm strong enough to let that
Yeah.
go, especially being older and like experiencing things I have experienced with men.
Exactly. And I just feel like us being 30 now, we really, really know red flags.
Yeah.
We know when something isn't right. And then again, like, you know, me and Jalisa was talking, just trusting in your own self and trusting in your own, you know,
Yeah, that's-
your truths and your own faith and knowing like, okay, I know damn well this isn't right. I might just need to go ahead and walk away now. Okay.
And
like,
trust yourself and do just
You
that.
have to.
If that's what your stomach
You
is
have to
telling you
you
or
do.
your heart, or some people might say intuition.
Yeah.
If that's what it's telling you, you have to listen.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, maybe I'm just being extra scary. No. You're being extra safe. You protecting your peace. You
Yeah.
protecting everything about your peace.
Yeah.
And I think that's the good thing about having, like, some people say they don't like having a group of friends. I think that's the good thing about having a group of friends because, like, you get to not only experience your own little, I guess, mistakes through life, but you also see some of theirs.
yeah.
So it kind of makes you react different to a lot of things
Yeah.
because you've seen it either on yourself or somebody around
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, or
so
you've
it's
seen their
easy
strength.
to identify. Like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
when something
Definitely.
happens, be like, oh, yeah, because my homegirl or one of my best friends went through a similar situation and all that stuff. And this is how she overcame the situation and all of that stuff. So, absolutely. I think having a group of friends is important because I mean, it's just like you said, you get to see different dynamics and different narratives of different situations and
Yeah.
different lifestyles and all of that stuff. And I think that's what just brings, you know, people together. They find each other. Speaking of which, what about your friends?
Are they gonna?
So how's being 30 and friendships? Like, you know, recently, I guess I talked about, you know, losing a friend over the years and all that stuff and not looking back, kick rocks, eat my dust.
This is why.
I mean, no, I'm just saying because I just feel like, you know, now getting older and all that stuff, trying to force situations and, you know, even if I guess more so like apologies. It's even when you feeling like you didn't do anything wrong, and then maybe even having to apologize for like, but why? So how do you feel about being 30s and friendships, and ending friendships, and also even gaining new friendships? Talk 30 to me.
I know with me and friendships, I guess growing up, it was just me and my siblings, and we were just so close. So I didn't take friendships as serious as some other people, because I felt like friends
No
come
one's
and go.
better than my sister.
Pretty much. So
You have a dope sister though.
So thank you. Her name is But okay, so I didn't, friendships weren't so important to me. I had friends growing up, of course, and ones that I were closer to than others. But then those friendships people moved and things happened, life happened, and we kind of grew apart. Then I met you guys through Shana. And I was like, why did you do this to me? No. No, but then I think these friendships that I formed through Shana with you guys they're really important to me. Me and sharing emotions is I don't do it as much.
Thank Jalisa for that one.
Kind of because I wasn't raised that way. We you had to show it. Saying I love you doesn't mean anything. It means a little bit more to me now. But if you don't show me that you love me, then I don't care what you say. So that to me is like I guess my love language is like acts of service.
Yeah,
so
I've met somebody who love language don't care acts of service.
Yeah,
that shows
it has
that.
to be.
Yeah,
So
And that's how we grew up, because my dad, even though you guys think he's awesome, he never told us he loved us growing up, ever. And when we got older as adults, he started saying it because people was telling him, like, you don't never say I love you. He was like, what? For real? But my grandmother never told him.
Right.
So like us, if you take care of your family, if you, stuff like that, it means something more. So we didn't have to hear it. We knew. Right. You couldn't tell me that mother didn't love me because he did this, that, and the third.
he didn't have to say it.
Yeah,
exactly. He showed that he loved you.
So that's how I kind of took it with friends too. But I mean, growing up friendships, I always tell Jalisa, like, you're gonna end up with maybe 1 or 2 friends. That's how it would go in life. I just always felt like that, even when I was young. Because I see things happen, life happen. It don't have to be a falling out like our recent situation, the differences. It could be just, this person moved and you talk less and less.
Yeah.
And there's no hard feelings. When I do link up with you, it's nothing but love.
Yeah.
But to call someone a true friend, that's really, it is not surface to me.
Yeah.
So I'm careful with who I call a friend.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to you don't have that privilege.
Yeah.
Just point blank period. So, because if I'm a friend, I will go to great lengths to let you know that you are my friend and I love you. But if you're just someone I, kick it with, have fun, or hey, it's different. And people need to understand the difference between acquaintances and friends. And people just kind of put them all together. And I do not agree with that. So I guess me and friendships, it got to be at least 4 years deep.
Oh.
Or expired.
You will
Expired.
Shana, you next.
Whew, she's trying to put me on the spot. So, you all know that I am like really picky when it comes to like friendship. So, I am the one who be like, that's not your friend. That's not your best friend. Oh no, we don't know her. No, she's not welcome. And it's not that I am not welcoming of new people, because I've made a couple of new friends and acquaintances over the years. But I do feel like me and my sister, we just established a great friendship recently over the year, I say, thanks to Monique. And so my first
That's what friends are for.
outlook on friendship was you guys, So I really held you guys to a high standard. But upon me and my sister building our relationship, we talked a lot about what expectations are. And I talk about it in therapy too with my clients. So with building a foundation for friendship, you have to understand what your expectations are of your friends. So important. I know that, well, now we're apparently Fab 4, but when we were Fab 5.
No, we're the Fantastic Four now. Fuck, that don't even sound right, Fab 4. Fantastic Four.
Okay.
That's what we're going to go with.
We're going to have to find another name. I don't
Fantastic Four just sounds
Work on
good.
it.
It's like a
superhero.
That's what it is.
Okay.
But I know that I could get different things from each and every one of you guys.
Fine 4.
Fine 4.
The fine
We'll work
four.
on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to brainstorm.
Yeah, we got to write this out. But I
Put it on a t-shirt. We be in Miami, bitches.
Fine four, fabulous
Let Shana
four.
finish her thought.
Okay.
Let me finish. I know that I can expect different things from each and every one of you. I know support looks different on each and every one of you.
Yes.
So I already know that I wish we had video because they are pouring up like alcoholics. Like we are at a wine tasting, y'all.
We are.
But
This is for my ladies, wine tasting. Talk 30 to me. That's what we do.
but definitely
Wino.
Grown and sexy.
my outlook on friendship, I would say that I'm turning 30 has changed. Because support is big to me, and my sister helped me realize that. Support is huge to me. So just the calls, I've been sharing a lot on social media about my grandmother and the things that she's been going through. The phone calls, the text messages, do you need me? Can I come get one of the kids or whatever my friends and even acquaintances have been doing, that means a lot. So just being able to show, your acts of services. And that's something small, just a telephone call, a text message. Because y'all know I hate talking on the phone because I talk all day. But, I'm learning, and I think with my age of 30 that my expectations of friendship, they'll continue to evolve with me.
Yeah.
And if I have to continue to let things just roll off and people fall off, I'm okay with that. I used to be hurt by losing friends. And y'all know I've lost a friend before, and I take, accountability for that. However, I think that with our recent situation is different. It's different, and it feels a little bit different. But I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I mean, it still feel weird,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
But we're growing.
Yeah.
And like you said, it doesn't have to be a nasty breakup.
Yeah.
It can be, we move or something like that. And
I
that's
just
what.
love how your fingernails curve.
Thank you, girl. Shout out to Taylor Nails, best friend. Sure.
I'm gonna get my nails done by her for my birthday. But okay.
But
Did you just say best friend?
Her name is Nails' best friend.
Oh, okay.
So I don't do that. I don't call other people best friend. Jalisa does that. Tisha, have you been doing that lately?
Y'all know I ain't been doing that lately.
Tisha good for it.
I don't do that.
No, people just love me, and I can't help that.
So you lie to them and say that
No,
you're
I
a
don't
best
lie
friend?
to them. But, I mean,
She
because
lies.
You,
we probably
agree
are-
with them when they
No.
call you best friend? You don't.
I mean, yeah.
You don't. You don't object.
Make sure you're listening.
I'm just
Listeners.
saying, like, I'm probably their best friend in their head, and
What
I
about
don't deny it.
in my
okay?
mind?
Okay, see, exactly. And
All right,
she
so
doesn't deny.
Lise.
I think I'm with Shana. When she spoke about, growing and expectations of friends, my expectations were, like I told the people on my Instagram and Facebook, I got my expectations for family and friends from the Disney Channel.
Oh.
And that's real. Like I'm
Disney, like Walt Disney.
Disney raid Jalisa.
Not, they did.
Disney, like the Mickey Mouse Disney.
Yeah, like
oh, okay.
Channel 38 Disney.
Like,
Got it.
Channel.
30.
That's so Raven. In the one,
Yeah.
like that one.
So you
That's so
thought you were?
Raven.
What family did you picture yourself in?
All of them,
All of them.
white and black.
I'm talking about dynamics, not color.
Oh, okay. I'm just telling you, every single show
Every single
resonated
show.
with what I wanted.
Is it Phineas and Ferb too?
Is it Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
That wasn't out then.
Y'all play too much, but y'all know what I'm saying.
She talking about like Smart House and
Yes.
Blink
Yes,
and
Tish, tell
Johnny
'em.
Tsunami.
I didn't watch Disney.
Cadet Kelly.
I was
and
being
stuff
a kid
like
playing outside. So.
Yes. Lizzie
I
McGuire.
like Lizzie.
All of that.
I like Even Steven.
Even Steven.
I
That's so
hated
Raven.
that fucking show. Like, I hated Even Steven. That show used to make me hot. Like, time to go outside.
That was what I did. Though. I wasn't an outside kid.
I was
so
an outside
That was me.
kid.
Like Disney Channel raised me. Like my mother did a big part. My grandfather as well. But the Disney Channel was like they saw me more than my family. Like I was in my room watching TV, and so my values and my morals came from that.
Yeah.
So friends, like I thought friends, like honestly,
Jalisa like,
everything.
Jalisa be, what are those?
no, seriously.
We are friends.
Friends were everything to me. They meant more to me than, which is hard to actually admit out loud, but it's
Friends
real.
are heart of gold.
Oh my God.
Friends.
Friends, honestly, and then it's different from me and Monique because Monique grew up, family was more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
My family does mean everything to me, the world to me. However, I was with my friends more than my family growing
So
up.
we mean more than your
So,
family, is
no.
what you're saying.
No, no, at a point, I actually did hold my friends to a higher regard. That didn't
remember
change.
that.
That didn't change how I felt about my family. I still love them,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
held my friends to a higher regard. So if my friends needed my family, I'm gonna run. My friends need me, I'm running too. But I was more involved with my friends. Like I was more in their business, in their life, in their family. Like all of y'all families kind of consider me family. If your mom considered me a daughter, your daddy considered me a daughter. Like that's just what it was because I was that friend. I was around.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure you were good. And so friends mattered to me, like almost like a relationship, like a boyfriend. Like I was a boyfriend to every single one of y'all. And that's what in my mind. So
She was.
that's past tense. So right now
I need somebody.
I was that friend, but I'm still that friend, but I'm learning that it's okay not to be everything to you guys. Like I'm learning that it's okay for you to have other friends. It's okay for you to share different parts of you that you've shared with me with other people.
Yeah.
And then I've also learned that it's okay to give myself permission to be great.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Around y'all and anybody else. Because I would dim. I would honestly dim because I was like, oh no, I don't want to shine right now. I want her to be great today. And literally in that voice, that's what I heard in my head because
That was a Disney Channel.
that was a Disney Channel.
Narrator.
Like, I'm going to be great one day, but right now it's her time. And like, that was...
She is gonna be great.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
and that was what I would do.
And I will
dim.
find my time.
Exactly. It'll come.
Yeah.
So I would dim and then
I
I would
am
just...
coming for more.
my nerves all the time. But I held my friends to a higher regard, and I still do. I'm learning to also find my peace within that, and not just allow people to walk on top of me or allow things to happen because of history or hold on to people because of history.
Yes.
And now I hold on to people for value and how you value me,
Right.
not just how I value you, but how you value me. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I'm always going to value you. I'm always giving you the same thing I've been giving you.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to see now, what are you giving me?
Right.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that though. I don't expect from you all what I wouldn't give to you, if that makes sense. So what I expect from you is what you've given me in the past,
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
I think that's what keeps me feeling confident and feeling good in this friendship and this
Absolutely.
relationship. So I think just being able to be consistent with those things is what's going to keep us
Absolutely.
strong.
Yeah.
I mean, we struggle too, though.
Yeah.
Because we are sisters.
And a lot of times our history, we think that with history, you expect more. Like, I've been knowing her 5 years. She should have known this. No, it's not the case. Like, it's just not the case. I know, like I said, I don't have expirations and timelines on stuff because numbers is like my thing. But I met a friend who I didn't know for a long time, and I felt like I had known her for a while. Like, I understood that she valued me as an individual, as a friend, or whatever, and I respected that, and it made me, like, immediately call her a friend. And usually I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I do understand that as you get older, things change. It's not also nominal, like, oh, I don't know you 2 weeks. No. It's not always the case. You can know somebody for 10 years, and they mean nothing, have no value to your life, or mean you no good, and know somebody for, a year or less, and they mean so much.
Absolutely.
So I try not to put those, numbers on friendships and relationships or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to break away from that. If you will.
Absolutely. So, with that being said,
What about you,
let's
Tisha?
talk about, as far as friends.
Yeah.
Well, with me, I think I agree with everything as far as just like the expectations. I know I was on Twitter and it was just like the expectations are just like, as for me, I don't like to really put no expectations because I already know how I am. Sometimes I be feeling like I am a bad friend, but I love y'all bitches and y'all know that.
I'm gonna do it. I swear I'm gonna do it on the I swear I'm gonna do that.
But it's just same thing. Like it doesn't matter about history. It doesn't matter about the length of time. It's just like if somebody is genuine, somebody loves you back or whatever, and you know that person genuinely has your back, then hey. But sometimes some people can really come in and act as a friend and just really aren't. It's just like they trying to steal your sauce. They
Steal your sauce, Lord.
yeah, I mean, but yeah, no, seriously, because it's just like they like and they value you how other people love and care for you, and they kind of want the same thing too for them, but it's just like they don't know how. Like it's just like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't teach
make
you how
him
to
think.
drink. You know what
I mean,
drink,
but why
think,
would you
all
even want to
that.
have to lead them there? Because sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. And,
Yeah.
you know.
And that is true. That is true.
Those
but-
lessons, people. I know a guy I know. He used to tell me every situation is either a lesson or a blessing. But I'm like both of them are blessings because
Yeah.
those lessons. I mean, it works in your favor.
It does. It always
So
does.
people think they come in your life to destroy you or to cause you harm or danger. At the end of the day,
all to
it's
build you
always
up.
exactly. And if you want to be something great, make sure you remember you're gonna have some struggles and trials and tribulations and have some hard times.
Of
So
course.
it's to be expected.
Course. So, with that being said, what do you expect for 30? Like, what do you expect to get out of it? And just kind of like affirm and talk 30 to me. What is it that you're going to work on now? Like in your 30s, what is it that you know now that you plan to attain and inspire to do and reach goals, all that?
I think I want to work on like emotional strength. Because I can become impulsive. And I definitely take advice from you guys when you know, my best friends, they tell me all the time I get very defensive. You know, they can say, Shana, put the glass up. You stink like a glass. You know, I start snapping. So I am working on that.
This is true.
Yeah, it is.
The glass can stink, huh?
Yeah, all that stuff. But yeah, and then, you know, in my field, of course, in class, I was thinking about some of the things that we would encounter at this age, and I never thought that I'd be going through it right now. With like, you know, keeping my grandmother comfortable as she transitions. Yeah. And so I think that that's building my strength. Good job, good words. You, best friends. What about you?
Energy doesn't die.
Yeah.
It transitions.
Okay, all right, yes, transition. So, yeah, you know, just building my strength with that. I want to affirm financial
Abundance.
Independence.
Yes,
Lord.
yes.
Yes, Jesus.
Get them.
I am affirming that. I want to. They're dancing to the affirmation with the coin. I do want to be a good demonstrator for my children on how to be an entrepreneur, how to be critical thinkers, how to be independent and set aside from the crowd, you know, because it's so easy for them to want to fit in. And so I want to see how I can demonstrate that. I will be a better wife. I will be a better wife, a better listener, more attentive. I could be a better friend. It's always, you know, opportunity to grow. And as we get older and transition, I'm sure things will change because y'all know, and y'all do really good with this, I don't like to talk on the phone. So y'all don't bother me either. Y'all will text me. Yeah, you do. They'll call sometimes when clients are, you know, and then I'm like, oh, I'm on my way to work, and they'll still call. But it's all right. It's all right. And positive energy and, holistic wellness.
Yeah,
Love that.
absolutely.
I'm working
Love
on
it.
that.
With an extra S on the end.
Sis.
All that.
Yeah. All that good stuff.
I like it. I think for me, what I expect out of 30, because I was gonna say hope, but you know, expect is better than hope. I think it's just continuing to build my own confidence, because I want to teach my son like genuine confidence. I want him to be confident no matter what, because he is a little different, and I want him to be able to walk in any room and not feel uncomfortable. I don't care what color you are or what stature you are. I want him to be comfortable in any room that he walks into. And then also I want to learn. I'm continuing to learn. I want to continue to learn balance between, I guess, taking life serious and, like I said, have fun.
You're the mom of the group.
I am the mom, and I'm always like worried about the outcome of thing and what's going to happen next, and we got to be mindful and we got to make sure we're being careful.
Don't be so negative.
Right, and all those things. So I want to learn just the balance of just not worrying about always, got to save this money because the bill's coming and I got to have this money for this bill. I want to be able to say, okay, yeah, this bill coming, but all right, let me go and have some fun too.
Don't ever be like that, bitch. That's how I've been all my life. And that's why don't be like that. Pay the fucking bills, bitch.
No, I'm going to always pay bills, but I want to learn that it's okay to enjoy life.
This is for my ladies, y'all. Don't ever put off paying your bills for fun. Like, that
life
is not
always
wise.
going to happen. Life is going to continue to happen to you no matter what. Mm-hmm. No matter what, it's always going to be something better you can spend your money on, no matter what. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what I know for sure. That's what I'm continuing to learn and I want to work on, which is just having that balance of it's okay, Jalisa, like you can have some fun. Mm-hmm. All right, that's about it.
I like that.
Monique?
For me, in my 30s, I plan on next year buying a house.
Okay, house.
All right.
Going to get that house. I want to go ahead and get some contracts for my cleaning business. So I'm planning on 3 contracts by the end of the year.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll be able to quit my job by then and able to do that full time. I want to get more, I guess, like spiritually connected. I've been on a, spiritual journey for a long, long time now and learning just a lot about the universe and spirituality. That's really important to me. So just getting closer and connected with that and just having fun. I expect to make this journey a great one.
Absolutely.
Yes, I like it.
Take me with you.
Absolutely.
All right,
And
teach Miss
as for me, which, as you all know, I will be turning 30 July 16th.
Yeah.
Talk 30 to me, flirty, 30, dirty, 30, 30, 30, just all that. And for me, with 30, my expectations are to continue to just develop myself just more as a creative and, what it is that I want to do with my brand and with myself, because I like to do a lot of things. I want to do everything, but to just really dive in and basically how to create everything that I am pretty much kind of like Monique, great at, kind of all under one umbrella and just package it up and just become a super freaking millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, and just leave a legacy, like, for my family and even my family, including my friends, because it's just like, I feel like whatever I do for my family, it is also for my friends and the greater good for the whole world.
Oh, humanitarian.
Yeah, Miss America speech.
Yes, but I just want to continue to just grow, more in me. To just allow everything that has happened over the course of my 20s to just be open and free and just honest, just, with myself and with my situations, and to be ultimately debt free. Like, that is my ultimate. That's my ultimate goal, is to be debt free and like complete financial freedom. So that once I become financially free, I can just really unlock other levels of just wealth and health, because health is wealth. So 30, I want to be completely into yoga, doing handstands, doing headstands, doing namastes, and you may stay and get the fuck out of here, but stay.
Namaste.
Namaste. So just to really just dive into that, and vegetarian, vegan, plant-based, just a whole brand new elevation just of mind, body, and spirit, like total God body in my 30s. Like,
shout out to Free Reign.
Yes. Shout out to Jimmy, my first guest, my Virgo mama. Love you, girl. But anyway, so just that. So just to be, and I know that, again, life is not a race. It is a marathon. So I'm in no rush. Like, I usher in 30 to be just a life of just knowing and understanding, and to continue to just be on my journey and just have my little map out with just all the places that I'm going to stop along the way.
Got it.
Okay?
Like
So,
it.
with that being said, you all, thank you so much for stopping by. This is for my
welcome.
ladies, season 3, Talk 30 to Me, chapter motherfucking 1. But this right here is the introduction of it, okay? All right. So, with that being said, every Tuesday, catch me and some of the ladies, maybe sometimes, at Desire Dance with Jess. Make sure you follow at Shana Speaks. Make sure you get in the Opti Fit. Maybe you get with Liberty Cleaning. All of that stuff, because entrepreneurs in our 30s, okay? All right. This is for my ladies, and I am out.